I'm doing my research project on how to implement a service desk. So we'll talk about the breakdown of the research project and the takeaways that I've gotten from it so far. The first thing was what the difference between a service desk and a help desk, and the main difference is just roughly that a service desk focuses on end user support, while a service desk focuses on corporate strategy and more project oriented things. Just things that take more time and aren't just uh, simple problems that are usually like one computer related. Um, the next thing is the ITIL purpose. ITIL stands for Information Technology Infrastructure Library, and it's just a set of documentations that lists ways to develop and execute services that are being offered from the IT department and management in general throughout the company. Um, just like basically a workflow, and really important in the initial stages of setting up a service desk, but also important throughout too. The second thing, service desk installation. It's installing a service desk, and that roughly means putting together documentation for workflow and setting priority levels um, for users to call the help desk, as well as technicians on the help desk when they should elevate the issue and stuff like that. It's also purchasing or developing their own and implementing a ticketing or workflow system for the help desk and the organization in general. Ticketing system for the service desk, getting projects done, and the help desk so that users can submit a ticket and so that they can be properly dealt with or elevated throughout the issue. The next thing, provided support. What type of software is going to be needed, such as how technicians are going to be trained and what types of questions they'll be answering, or passing along to the next person if they don't quite know the answer. Typically it would start with lower level technicians, maybe new hires and stuff like that, and then as the problem doesn't get fixed, it would get elevated to more trained technicians. Might be an immediate fix, might be something that will take a day or two to research, stuff like that. And just like how that would go and who can provide support to what. Maybe there'll be a documentation in place, stuff like that. The resources needed, such as types of hardware or software the technicians need available to them, as well as how ordering for users, maybe they need new computers or stuff like that, how that would work out. Types of software, stuff like I looked into Microsoft Project or similar products for the service desk solutions. Also mentioning that companies can develop their own in-house type of software, maybe their own ticketing system, or just if it's a smaller company, using just Outlook would Outlook's calendar would work out for them too. The next thing, merging with organizations. What happens if two companies merge together? How the service desks would handle calls not meant for them. Maybe an employee is working for one company and using information from the merged company. If they call the company that they work for, maybe they can't help them. Just making sure that they have the information to contact the company that they do need to talk to, or just having procedures for that type of stuff, knowing who the user should call in the first place so that they don't get a big runaround and aren't wasting their time. And maybe just the companies sharing information that's brought up a lot so that they can answer the call for the other company without having to give the end users like having to make the end users call somebody else or transferring them. Just making things faster and easier for everybody. Business objective alignments, making sure the IT department and service desk staff is working towards meeting goals that the business has set, not just the IT department, and how those projects are being completed on time, that type of stuff. Just how the IT department is working with the business in general, making sure that the users are happy, not just that the IT staff is happy. And then software options, various software options for ticketing systems, project management systems, as well as how schedules and meetings are managed. A lot of that can easily be done through most of their email clients like Outlook or SharePoint or Google, but just looked into a lot of that through my research too. So if you guys have any questions, please leave them in the discussion post and I'll get to answering them. Thank you.